If you're ever thinking about coming to Georgia, don't. Just wait till you come visit North Georgia, aka Meth Mountain. I give the tweakers up their credit. They're in great shape, man. I ran into one, he was hiking the Appalachian Trail, it was pretty cool, I felt inspired. I was like, so what's the cause, man? Trying to get sober, trying to bring awareness to substance abuse? He was like, nah, man, I got better shit in West Virginia. He had his buddy from Alabama with him. He kept screaming, whoa, Tide. I got confused for a second. I was like, nah, it's Roe versus Wade. In the South, if you hit the ditch, it's quite simple. You just toss your beer can and pull right on out. You hit the ditch in North Georgia, you liable to be 3 counties over before you hit the bottom. I really hate the fact that people up there drive like we ain't hanging off the side of a fucking cliff. You're about one glance text away from starring in a Dukes of Hazzard spinoff that gets canceled after the first scene. What y'all know about Albany, Georgia? I went to Albany, Georgia the other day. I was asking for directions. The man told me back the way I came. I was walking through there the other day, turned my head for like 10 seconds. Someone done ran up and stole my legs. Had me sitting out there on cinder blocks. My car battery died outside of a Comic-Con in Albany, Georgia one time. I asked somebody if they'd jump me, and next thing I knew, I was getting the shit beat out of me by 7 Power Rangers. Everybody down here don't agree on everything, but if there's one thing we all agree on, nobody speeds through Poland, Georgia. Don't even get me started on coastal Georgia, man. What the hell happened to y'all's water? I went swimming in Jekyll Island back in July, and now the doctors tell me that I got whatever killed Eazy-E. I used to love Jekyll Island too, back before they turned it to a resort and kicked out all the alcoholics. We got Tifton, Georgia. Tifton's slogan is the friendly city, which is quite ironic being as that town has one of the worst crime rates in all of America. But then the other day, I saw a crackhead robbing the Waffle House, and he had a smile on his face the whole time, and I was just thinking, at least he's nice about it. And maybe that's what the slogan means. Maybe it's a morale thing. Tifton is like Meg from Family Guy. Nobody really gives a shit, but unfortunately she is part of the family. Come to Douglas, or as I like to call it, the desert city, because no matter which route you take, it takes so long driving through nothingness and dead zones to get there that when you finally reach it, you're confused on whether or not you hallucinated it. I like to call Douglas the place that Tyreek Hill went in high school at, because, that's pretty much all they're known for, other than, also being the place that I flunked out of college. I don't have to talk about Valdosta, Georgia. All you gotta do is just turn on the news. Valdosta talks about itself. So again, if you're thinking about coming to Georgia, don't. Especially if you're from Florida. I think there should be a law set in place that every time a Florida resident leaves the state, they have to retake their driver's test at the border. The driver instructor that gave you those licenses sat in the passenger seat playing Candy Crush the entire time. But no, seriously, don't come here.